Okay, you guys, I'm back. My rock has dried a lot, so I want to put I guess I'll be the mid layer of color on, and I've chose a orange and a little magenta, just a tiny bit, because as we already discussed, magenta could be very, very strong, so we don't need that much. And it's going to change the orange down to a um, rich color. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's almost like a rusty color, but it's really not. So this area here is where I think I should be working this rusty orange. So, and it comes out around here, and it changes directions a little, just a little. So seemingly, I have to hold this rock to keep it from teetering. Also, maybe I should have done the purple part first. So I'm gonna reach in here and get some of that Payne's gray and white mixture that I was telling you about, and a little oxidine purple, and probably a tiny bit of the magenta as well. It's kind of a purpley shade over here. So, and it comes across all the way to the edge of the rock. And I think my tree is going to start right around this area. So you have to determine all your design and also um, your composition. And seeing that I didn't um, draw it on yet, I haven't used a pencil other than the horizon line. And I'm finding out different things as I wasn't thinking that I was going to need a dark green, but obviously I am. What I can do is mix a tiny bit of black, just a little tiny black, and I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put it in black first, and see these are little trees, and so I'm just gonna add them in black in the beginning, and then I'm gonna wipe my brush and pick up just the lightest, a little bit of yellow, and the black already on my brush with the yellow should make me an interesting kind of a green. I'm gonna dab into a little orange. So now I got some weird little um, brownish green color. And then I can just dab that in right there because this is in the distance and you don't want it just solid black because it wouldn't be the area that is solid black. And so on this side, there's also a little dark. Okay. Now for the deoxide purple, I think I'm gonna need a little more to darken that little lavender shade I put in. And you know, deoxide purple is another one of those very strong colors. So I already got the lavender, but um, gotta be kind of careful with this. So just a little right here, and then it comes this way. And like I said, the tree should be right there. So it'll go under the tree, and then go back and mix a little magenta in it. And that's right under here. Now, surprisingly, I'm I I well, I'm seeing other colors as I go along. So, of course, I'm gonna have to add those in. You never know what you. Not me. Excuse me. I only get to see what's in when it's in a painting is when I start really painting it. Other than that, I don't know. I don't see all the intricacy first. I only see it after I start painting it because there's so many layers to this that you just don't pay any attention to. So this is some more of that green down here at the bottom. There's also some green right here. I probably could make it a little lighter. Find another area to mix up that shade with. It's some right here and a little right there. I hope this lighting is good enough for you guys to see. Uh, Now, for me, is the more interesting part is the area right up under the sun. So that's like a pure yellow kind of color. I mean orange, excuse me. So I'm going to attempt to put that in. Really, Cookie? Very light strokes. There's sun rays coming from this area. And then the colors get real super duper bright. So I'm thinking that I could use um, in my orange, I could just put orange and a little fluorescent orange in there. I think that would really give me the brightness I'm looking for. So let's see. The sun rays are very intense, constantly wiping my brush because I don't want to contaminate. And then you have the hose from the um, um, hose from the rocks. So that's difficult. I mean, not difficult, but it's different to work around too. It's not an absolute smooth surface, so you possibly want to think about that. And I sometimes tend to jump the gun on colors, so gotta slow yourself down. Because right here is a real fuchsia pink shade that I didn't get in, and it comes before, so I got to work it in. This is really an interesting little process here. course, I should let this dry before I move on. But it's getting where I want it to be. If I can get this a little hair lighter, that would be very satisfying. Right there. And right here. Because acrylics dry dark, so it might look a little bright to you, but after it darkens, I want to be happy with the color. I'm getting involved with this painting, and I find myself not talking as much. I hope that's okay with you guys. Working on this little tiny composition is fun and challenging. So, all right. So I'm gonna leave that area alone for a little while, and I'm gonna go up to the sky area. I'm gonna let that dry, and while that's drying, I can put some yellows together to work in the sky area, which is a very important area as well. So this is going to be a blend of yellow ochre, um, let me see, cadmium yellow light, until I'm just keep working until I get to the lightest possible area. This is the area of the sun. So it's bright right there. And it is really kind of zigzaggy. I mean, it's a lot of brightness right into here. And it comes over here and kind of zigzags. And as it goes up, it gets lighter and lighter. I can make that transition with just the paint that's on the brush and add a little white to it because it's real, real bright right here. So not adding any more of the yellow ochre and the cat yellow light, just using the paint that's in the brush and adding some white into it. And therefore you can see where I'm going with it. And this is such a small composition that is very important for me to kind of remember what I want to do. Because as I told you, I might have to make the composition a little tighter in order for me to get to where I'm going. So I'm gonna let that little area dry for a little while, and then I'm gonna go back down. Back up to the sun's rays. Okay, the sun's rays come out, out. So we drag it down a lift before you get to the end, and out. Remember to lift it up before you get to the end. Oh my goodness. Such a tiny little thing to be doing all the song. So I'm mixing some more of that fuchsia color because I want to incorporate some of that in these rays. Okay, I'm gonna go back and see if I can brighten up the sun a little bit more. All right. So now I'm gonna have to dry brush on a little color because it looks like the sun and the land is just sitting separate from each other, and they're really not. They kind of blended together because of the sun rays on the land, and I didn't incorporate that yet. So I'm getting ready to do that, and I'm gonna take some of this paint off the brush, and I hope it's dry enough for me to kind of blur a little bit of this other color, orangey yellow color, right up under the sun, like that. Then find me some fresh yellow and also do the yellow, not uh, like that, right up under the landscape. Seems like there are some little shades of color that separates the landscape from other areas that I didn't recognize at first. So I'm going to mix up what I think I see as an orangey magenta color, and I help separate and give the glow of the sun on these little areas that I think that will help you see the landscape. So just a little thin line and probably a hedge or something right there. And so I think I really have done enough right now. Um, I think all I really need to add is the tree. I put a little fluorescent orange all right here. So I think that will really help the glow. Didn't bring it out. Uh, the sun needs to be whiter If the edges need to be smoother, the brightest area in one spot. I'm going to use a little more yellow and white. I got to figure out how to get it to where I want to see it. Uh, I'm getting there. I have some fluorescent magenta. Uh, hmm, okay. All right, so now I can start with a little tree. Wonder did I pull anything out for a tree? Okay, I got some umber here, and I can find a little spot. I can start the tree shape. So I'm gonna use a liner brush to make the trunk. I started to use that regular one I had, but I think that would be made a big mistake. So I'm gonna use a liner brush to make the trunk of the tree. To the base of the tree here. And it's not a whole lot. And then there's another branch here. It's not gonna be identical to the picture. Uh, just using the picture for um, a reference. Resting my hand on top of my other hand so I could get a easier um, not be stressed out about able to keep my lines straight. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that out, lay it flat, because you do want to save your liner brushes. And I'm gonna start putting the tree in. I'm gonna just use some um, umber color, raw umber dark. Make quick little dabs, not trying to fill it up because you still need tree holes. And so you try to fill it up too fast, it won't look like a tree, and you might not like it. So some quick little dabs. Now you do have some solid areas, but I would suggest you don't fill them all up. So much fun. All right. Now where the sun is hitting it, you really want to change that color. So the sun area is getting some light. I mean, one area is getting some absolute light from the sun. So I'm putting a little fluorescent orange and the umber together, and hopefully I'll get a really nice uh, color for this portion of the tree. There's a little bush behind there I didn't see until right now, and it too is lit up by the sun. So I think I'll just dab him in there. And also on this side is lit up by the sun. So I'm gonna dab on that side. Move back up here because a lot of this will have sunlit uh, branches. You'll be able to see some of the orange vibrating throughout the tree, basically. So just move up, dab just a little, and there you go. All right, so we do have a cool part of this tree. I don't know if I want to use blue and brown or purple and brown. I'm leaning more toward uh, brown and this fluorescent um, magenta. Wonder how that looks for the cooler part of the tree. Um, Maybe a little tiny of the orange. I don't know what this color is going to look like, but I'm going to add it over here. This is the cooler part of the tree and the warm part of the tree. And so I'm trying to incorporate that in this little bitty painting as well. Big old majestic tree, been here for a long time. So it don't look so flat. That helps a lot. And then I could also, there's a area right here There's an area that comes right under here, like that. Basically, that's it. I mean, with a little bitty painting like this, there is not too much more I could do. I guess there's some more. You can always do some more. But what I'm saying is, this is kind of what I had envisioned. And for the first one I haven't done in years, I really like how it came out. Quick, fun. All right, so this was fun. I really enjoyed it. And of course, you could dip, 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 and dab for quite some time. At least I can. But for a little pet rock, he, he really looks cute to me. Now, I want to see if it's at all possible. Oh, like a little bird. No, he don't look like a little bird. Oh, maybe he look like a big bird. Different layers of brown in the tree really works well. Okay, well, I think I'm about done. I'm gonna let it sit here and dry. And thank you guys so much. Bye.